guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. The great power of the incredible Mikoshin was perceived all over the place. The power was so much that even on this occasion, great lightning would even cause the whole sky to split into several parts, hinting at the incredible power of Mikoshin, because this catastrophe only happened with beings which exceeded the King, God, Emperor level, which was an incredible power from beings from the multiverse of Zeno-sama.
Hell, despite using the Ultra Instinct, I don't know if I'll be able to beat her with this power, but I don't want to use the King level. That wears out a lot of vitality.
Mikoshin, without holding back in the slightest, lashing out against Bardock, which at the moment of bending his head could be observed as several mountains behind his back were destroyed. That's right, Mikoshin's power had been totally overwhelming. Bardock, despite the astonishment, would pull himself together and throw a blow which Mikoshin was able to stop with one of his hands, and at the moment, he would throw a large sphere of energy through his mouth, which was able to send Bardock flying all over the universe. Sirius, to realize all this, would, with a great part of all his power, with which he would instantly grant him 100 blows, which Mikoshin would receive without defending herself any little. Are you giving me a message? Since your simple strokes are a little breeze, you do absolutely nothing to me. Daishankin, witnessing this, would be surprised to know that even Sirius had not had enough power to finish off Mikoshin, and even his fists had been useless. Bardock, of an incredible war, would be capable of causing hundreds of catastrophes all over the place. And at the moment, Bardock had access to Super Saiyan King, which his hair was a purple color, similar to the Hawkeye energy of destruction.
Mikoshin, I don't know how you got all that dark power, but I plan to defeat you, so I have to sacrifice myself. I won't let you end this whole multiverse.
Don't make me laugh. Do you have the necessary power to restrain me?
We won't know that until we check it. Only then will we be able to know if you're more powerful than me.
Bardock would disapprove of the place, which would begin to exchange hundreds of blows with Mikoshin, which on this occasion made hundreds of planets from all universes rumble, even reaching the territories of the Great Jamura.
What the hell's going on? I feel like two gigantic powers are facing each other. Those powers are capable of making me use 50% of all my power.
My lord, the powers that are facing are a Saiyan and the mighty Mikoshin.
Oh, interesting. Another Saiyan who's been able to surpass the King level. This is something that catches my attention.
Returning to the battlefield at the moment, Mikoshin would receive a great blow which would send her flying to a planet, destroying it completely. But as if it were a bolt of lightning, Mikoshin had cracked the space itself. Due to her great speed, and in the same way, with his great power, he'd been able to hit a big blow to Bardock. But he would spit out large amounts of blood, and even all his internal energy had become chaos, which forced him to return to his base state. In terrible conditions, Mikoshin, realizing this, would begin to grant him shrapnel of blows, which did not allow Bardock to recover completely. At the moment, Bardock would cross multiple mountains, and instantly a big explosion would be created all over the place. However, Bardock, the King-level Saiyan, had been saved by his son Kakarot. No, Kakarot! This is impossible for you! Even Bardock, who has surpassed the King Emperor level, has been able to defeat her. It'll be impossible for you. Ha ha ha! Impossible for me? Do not compare your limitations with mine, because I have no barrier. I'll even now overcome the power of my father. I'll become a legend. Kakarot, while walking, his whole body was engulfed in flames, hinting at the overwhelming power that he possessed. Instantly, of a big explosion, it could be observed how Mikoshin had fallen to a planet very badly injured, and on the verge of death. That's right, in this occasion, the powerful Mikoshin was not able to see absolutely anything. Damn, where did you get so much power from? You were just another piece of trash, which I defeated without any difficulty. I regret to inform you that the Kakarot you fought with has died, as this time the power I possess exceeds by hundreds of times the power I possessed before. But Kakarot would just as well release a big gulp of blood. The power you possess is amazing, but as I could tell, it is not a power that you are capable of controlling, so I have to endure the battle, and this will be my victory. Kakarot, with much more aggressiveness, would begin to exchange hundreds of blows with Mikoshin, who on this occasion was getting a beating. The instant she fell to the ground, she would recover. Great Supreme God and First King of everything, I beg you to grant me much more power. If I want you to come back to life, I need the necessary power to end these vermin." Instantly, an incredible pressure would be felt all over the place, while Mikoshin's entire body started to deform due to all the energy he was releasing, while his body mutated much more. "Kakarot, it's time to accept defeat. We better leave and come up with a plan to end this dam. I am the Saiyan prodigy who was born with the Ultra Instinct. They know nothing of my true power. Even though you use the Supreme Saiyan God Slayer, you won't be able to do anything. Your father, who even possesses the Emperor rank, didn't even scratch him." Kakarot's whole body would shudder from all the incredible power he was releasing, while at that moment, all Kakarot's hair would turn a black color, but he seemed to be transformed into Super Saiyan. However, the energy that was perceived from it was disgusting and negative. "What the hell is this power? I'm not able to move." "Observe for yourself the power that goes beyond a king-level emperor. I'm a galactic-level Saiyan, beings for which you are still gods." Kakarot, with his incredible power, was able to grant him a single blow in the center of his body, making Mikoshin writhe from pain, all while his power went out of control, and in the same way, all the negative energy in his body was expelled. After a few minutes, a big flash would form all over the place, while Mikoshin had returned to normal at the moment that everyone was about to approach, and the sky could be observed as in essence was releasing a power which seemed to have no limit. "Damn Saiyan, you've been able to defeat Mikoshin's dam, and that won't be enough for you to defeat me, the first king at everything." Daishinkan would be surprised to realize that in front of him, he had the authentic king of the whole, who was the one chosen to rule everything created by the creator god. "But what happened to you? Since the true king of all does not have to possess this kind of energy, why do I force you to desire to wipe out everything created? It's not that your interest, but now I'll end your pathetic life, and I'll be the god of ruin, the god of death, since all this will turn into hell. This will only happen if you have the power to defeat me." Mikoto, which was the name of the first king of the whole, with a strong kick was able to hit Kakarot, but in the same way he'd be able to surprise to realize how Kakarot had been able to stop his kick. However, this had broken all the bones in his arm, but Kakarot did not show any pain. "I can see why you defeated Mikoshin, but aside from me, that won't be enough because right now, I'm gonna end your whole pathetic existence." Kakarot, with his negative energy, would quickly restore his arm and would begin to exchange blows with Mikoto, which seemed to have a somewhat even battle. However, Kakarot's power, as the battle progressed, began to wear out, or rather began to take its own existence since the negative power had a high price.
I don't plan to let my son die. I know this is not much power, but I plan to give him every drop of my energy.
"Angels, all of you, surrender your power, because it depends on Kakarot that all of us live or perish in this place." All the surviving beings of the Zeno-sama multiverse began to send all their power towards Kakarot, and even at that moment, the powerful Mikoshin would begin to send all her power. "Kakarot, I appreciate that you didn't end my life, but I'm that bastard who played with several generations, and only you have enough power to achieve it." All those powers began to enter Kakarot's body, which was beginning to be filled with an incredible power. Meanwhile, Mikoto was beginning to retreat because Kakarot's blows at each moment were much more powerful than the previous ones. At the moment, Kakarot was able to grant the first accurate blow to Mikoto, which made him fall to the ground very badly injured. "Damn mortal! How dare you put your dirty hands on the face of a true king of all! I'll never forgive you for this! I'll pulverize your whole soul! I don't mind dying in this place, but I'll take you with me in the afterlife." Both warriors, without worrying about their defense, began to exchange millions of blows, which both had an incredible damage. Kakarot at the moment would execute one of his most powerful techniques. Blow of the Dragon of Death! A large dark dragon would come down from the upper part of the universe, reaching Mikoto successfully. At the moment, thousands of rays would pass through his entire body, leaving him very badly injured, but not being enough to end his life. "Damn, that hurt too much. What did you think about this? Megaversal Destroyer!" An incredible attack which looked at a sun, due to the size, would be thrown towards Kakarot and the others, who all resigned themselves to witnessing the beastly size. "Kakarot, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me, or when I let myself be controlled by him, but none of this would happen if you had ended my life." "Haha, don't worry, Mikoshin. He won't end anyone's life, as I've been able to reach my maximum destructive power." Kakarot, would create a giant cloud of darkness, which would enter his entire body. So much was the power he collected from all the universes, and even from the universe of the powerful Jamura, he had collected some negative energy, with which his power had raised to incredible scales. The negative power can also be used in this way, to end the being of negative energy as you are. Die once and for all! Now you'll not be part of the world of the living or the dead! You'll be exterminated! In Kakarot's palm, a purple power would be thrown, with great power being able to destroy Mikoto's attack with extreme ease. Mikoto, being a king at all, would try to erase the power that was coming towards him, but it was impossible for him, since King at all is not able to eliminate a Pode which exceeds his power. Kakarot's incredible attack was able to reduce them to simple atoms. But at the moment, Kakarot's whole body would likewise expel too much black blood due to the negative energy that he had embedded in his entire internal system. Damn, Kakarot was able to beat the first king completely, but the damage he received is of another level. We won't be able to do anything for him to survive.
No, damn it. I'm not gonna let Kakarot die. I'd rather give up my life. My little Kakarot won't die.
Kakarot's entire body was fading, but at that moment, Nin would appear in front of everyone, and even with great power, greater than that of the first king of all. I will introduce myself. My name is Nin. I know you must not know anything about me, but we along with my ruler were trained by the Creator God.
I'm not interested in knowing who you are. Now I just want to save my son's life.
That very reason my ruler has sent me here, as he wants me to save this Saiyan's life. Apparently has piqued his interest. Nin would approach Kakarot, and running a great creative energy, he'd be able to make all the cell phones in the body recover until he had recovered every drop of his power. That's it. I've compiled with my master's order. Now I'm retiring. Nin, as if were a meteorite, would disappear from the place at an incredible speed. While everyone was taking Kakarot to a better place for him to recover, everyone was surprised to learn that there were beings much more powerful than even the Emperor Kings. I don't know why I wanted to help that Saiyan, but I hope he has the life that I could never have. He has an incredible power, is worthy of my respect. Well guys, this is all from today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like, Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.